Hi everyone, welcome. I am Jenna with patriotic Creations and we are in an event. So we're going to hang out for a moment until Gia gets me put in. So I want to welcome you all. I've had an awful crazy day. It's Monday. It's a Monday for me. Oh, so there I am on the computer so I can see comments. There we go. Okay. So I am Jenna with patriotic Creations and we've got just a moment and before I get put in. So let me know you're here. So we're just going to hang out for a moment until we get started. We're having a patriotic event. So say hi when you hop on. So as soon as I see Gia on here, we will get started. Hi Stella. How are you today? My Monday is crazy. Everything's gone wrong today. So that's the way it goes. I know, I changed everything around. So I needed to take a table out of here. So yeah, yesterday afternoon I just went crazy in this room. Yep, it's stacked to the ceiling. Oh, I was supposed to, I have 2 classes to finish today and tomorrow. And I could not log in this morning, so when I did get logged in, I was 20 minutes late and they wouldn't let me in. So now I got to go back and do all this stuff on my own. Yeah, yours too. Hi everybody. I am Jenna with patriotic Creations. This is Creative Crafters Ensemble patriotic event. And if you're new here, let me know so I can welcome you. Hi Jessica. Hi Stella. Hi Gia. We are hosted today by Gia's Creations, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be on. And I have to mute this thing because I'm on my phone today. Hi Pam. So I've been watching all day because I've been sitting here sewing, trying to get this. I got one order I need to finish and I want it out of my way. So what I'm using is a gourd. And I've already cut most of this out. Hi Sharon, welcome. I've already cut most of this out. Hi Kathy. So whoops, what I'm using, I have a Dremel with a cutting blade and I have a Dremel with a grinding blade on it just in case thank you, I appreciate it Stella. Hi Carol. Just in case when I take that insert that I'm cutting, a piece that I'm cutting out, once I take this out, if it's not totally cut straight, I can grind it off. But I did all but an inch of this because I figured y'all may never have cut a gourd and you might want to see it. So what I did was I drew an oval, I put it on there, traced it with a pencil, and then I just started cutting it. Now at this point, you I'm tongue-tied, might want to mute me just for a second because this thing is really whiny loud and you may not want to hear that. So when you see me set this down, you know I got this cut. So you might want to mute me right now. I've never said that before. Okay, you can put me back on. So I just cut this out because we're going to do the inside of this. You know, I've never told anybody in my whole entire 63 years to mute me. So this I am not throwing away because this can be made into an ornament. So we're just going to set this aside, and at some point I will do this. Now, there's seeds still on the inside of this. So I got 2 containers here because I didn't know how much was in here. Sometimes you get a lot of junk, and sometimes you just get a little bit. So cutting a gourd is just, you're laughing at me. Cutting a gourd is just like cutting wood. You get a lot of like sawdust, and you can treat the outside of a gourd exactly like you can wood. You can stencil on it, you can Mod Podge on it, you can paint on it. I have made some really cute animals out of gourds. But I got these off of Marketplace. Somebody had 2, well, I have another one bigger than this one. So this sits pretty good. Let me empty that again. So you get a lot of dried debris in it. See the inside? So I'm leaving it exactly the way it is inside. Now the outside, because this is patriotic, as you can see, I've been doing some testing on it. I took some apple barrel real red, and I really watered it down because first time watching me, Carol, welcome. You're in Texas. Did you get all those tornadoes? My nephew's in Houston, he got them. So I've been just testing to see how, thank you, Stella, how much of paint I wanted to add to the water, because I only want to wash on this. I don't want to paint it solid because I like the way these gourds look. So I have quite a bit of water in there. Oh, you can do all kinds of things with gourds. We're actually, when we're done, this is going to be a light. So, but you can paint on them. You can Mod Podge. Anything you can do with wood, you can do with this, with a gourd, because it is a woody surface. Now, some of them, when they pick them, when the vines die, they have to leave them on the vine another 30 days to get a thick shell. Because if you pick them too soon, the shell is, oh, you're in Fort Worth. I don't know the correlation between the two. I've only been in Texas one time, and it was overnight. If you pick them too soon, you get a real thin shell, and then they are not really good to do much with. So you need to get a thick shell, and this is about 1/8 of an inch thick. A penguin. Now, I've not done a penguin, but I've done a chicken that was absolutely adorable, and I've done a cow. So I'm just going to put this on, and I'm going to wipe it back off. Now, this is the real red, and from Apple Barrel that I'm using. Because I just want a hint of red on here. So we're going to do like our fabric and all of that. We're going to do have more Americana on it. See, I'm just getting just a hint. You can put many coats as you want on this. We probably will go over it a couple of times. And you can also clear coat this, and that's what I will do. This isn't going to be outside. These make wonderful birdhouses. Birds love these. If you make a birdhouse, don't take your seeds out because the birds like to eat them. So you're making a birdhouse and giving them food at the same time. That's why I don't like using my phone. You can clear coat the outsides of these, but if you're going to use it for birds, don't clear coat the inside. My phone has not rang all day long. So it figures now. And I moved my room around because I had to empty out the closet in here because I have a son and daughter-in-law that's moving in with us for a while. They're moving here, and to give them extra room. So I had to move my whole room around yesterday, and it still tore apart. So y'all have a different view than you normally see. But what we don't do for our kids, huh? And it'll be nice to have one more child here. So we have 2 more sons and a daughter, which I don't think the other daughter and the one son ever will move here. But the one he might, the youngest one may. But right now he's enjoying his apartment. He's got a really good job, and so I'm just making sure. And this gourd is really soaking this paint in. Gourds, after they dry, are very porous. So if you're going to paint on them, I would do a clear coat and then paint. Hi Shirley, welcome. I've taken a gourd and cut the center out of it, and I'm just doing a little bit of red on it. See, just a little bit. And it will sit, but we are going to hang it. Now, if you wanted to set this, instead of putting a hanger on it, you could put a wood round on it, or even a one of those wood circles. So that's what we've got. Now that's more red than I thought it would do, but that's okay. Close my paint, because if you've watched me, you know I'm very clumsy and I knock stuff over, because I knocked a whole thing of black paint over here one day. It's all over the carpet. Oh well. My husband, he's gotten used to my clumsiness. So anyway, I have a piece of really thick jute. I knotted one end and I fringed it. I took all the different layers apart. And I'm going to put a piece of tape over this end so I can fish it through the hole that I put from side to side. Now I did a pretty good job on this. Most of the time I have to use the other Dremel bit and grind that off. So you can use a sander, you can use sandpaper. Okay, that went through easier than I thought. So I'm just going to knot this end. So I'm trying to decide what I'm doing with the other gourd, because it's bigger than this one. I think they're called Purple Martin gourds, so they're really big. Now there's a lot of gourd growers, and I've been searching for one local. I think I found one. I sent him a message, which he hasn't answered yet, or they haven't answered yet, to see if they grow these gourds, because now that I got these 2 gourds, I want to do more. So I'm just pulling all these different. Hi, welcome. We're doing a gourd. So you know what? That around that door is so white, I'm going to tint it too. So we just did a wash of red paint. I mixed a lot of water with a little bit of red paint just to give this a wash. And I'm going right around that cut. Yeah, because it was too white, it was sticking out. Okay, so we're not doing nothing to the inside. I'm just gonna leave it exactly like that. So then, well, I should have knotted these together first. My brain is going faster than my hands can do this. I need to bring these up and knot them together. Gia's gonna think, oh, why did I invite her today? So we're gonna knot these together. My morning started out wrong. I'm taking classes for my job, and the device they sent me, hi Michelle, welcome. The device they sent me would not let me log in to the class today, and when I did, I was 20 minutes late and they wouldn't let me join. So yeah, we got to figure out how we're going to get this class in now, because now it's on me to get done. So I have a light. This is the light we're using. This is Amazon. You just twist the bottom. She has to be with me. So I have a piece of foam, and we're going to glue it in the bottom. So we need to cut this down. Oh, you're not even going to be able to see that light. The light's taller. You know, I didn't even try that, test that out. So we're going to use a tea light in that, but we're not going to put it in right now because they're in the other room. So we're going to put a piece of foam in here. And I'm pushing it down into, there's a raised, Pretty Pieces by Michelle. Welcome. Hi, Leah. There's like raised areas, I guess, to where it was connected on or something. So I'm just pushing this foam down on those pieces, and I'm gonna, it's like an uneven surface down there. And I'm going to glue that in, and we're gonna put a tea light in this now. Well, the tea light, we may not even use the foam. I did think this out. I honestly did. So, we're putting Spanish moss in there, but I got this napkin, and it was in a napkin exchange. And I thought this was so pretty because it looks like it's on wood. So I cut some of it apart because I want to drape it down over top. I'm going to get the stars on one side, and then I'm going to put the stripes down on the other. And we're going to Mod Podge this on. See, this is almost dry. We're going to Mod Podge this on. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm behind all at the same time. Oh, Michelle, you're fine. Right now, this is a whole Comedy Central going on here because I am so distracted right now because my job, I was supposed to take classes, and the device they sent me would not log in. I was 20 minutes late, so they wouldn't let me join. So, I'm like disoriented. And I was working on an order. Ripped it apart twice, and I thought, oh, does Gia even want me today? So I just cut the stars out, and I'm gonna make it so it's like draped over. So I'm taking it over the opening, and I'm gonna cut that out. Hi, Rhonda, welcome. Well, I already started. Last week I did classes, and I had a class today and one tomorrow. So I'm not even sure if they'll let me join tomorrow, since I missed today, if they don't send me a link so I can watch a video. So they might think, oh, who did we hire here? So I'm only putting a portion of the stars on this side. Now I'm just looking to see how much I want to add. That much. Then we'll Mod Podge this on. So my area supervisor might think, this girl needs more help than I thought. I restarted. It's a Android phone, but it has all my work loaded to it. And I restarted that thing about 6 times today. I was like, Tony, he's like, well, what do you want me to do? I was like, I don't know. Help me. And he was trying to get ready to go to work. I did take the ply off. It's already been done. Thank you. Because today that, you know, I may have forgotten. Yeah, I already pulled this all apart. See, I told you I need help. Y'all gotta help me. I just keep it real on my page. If I mess up, y'all see it too. So, my hubby's coming home from work. So I want this to look like it's draped over. Hi, April. And I'm just patting it. So I'm surprised that I'm not getting, I have one wrinkle. So then I'm gonna cut the rest of this off. So then I'm going to take this part and put it down here. I want this to look like it's draped over. I don't know if that's the look it's going to get or not. Okay, let's put some Mod Podge on. So I'm looking at where the other one starts and where it stops. That's where I'm putting this at. So I'm going to put a tea light on the inside of here because that light is too big for this. And I didn't think about holding it up to measure it to start with. Just making sure I get the stripes right. I keep freezing up. Well, like I said, I had problems this morning with my device for work. I don't know. I think we're supposed to get storms here, but it is really hot here right now. I have the fan on in here, and it's still really hot. Of course, my nerves are shot today too, so that might be a reason why I think it's really hot too. So I'm just going over this to press out these wrinkles, making sure these edges are down. Hi, dear. I was just telling everybody I don't know how I'm going to get this class today because they haven't sent me any emails yet. It's the way it goes sometimes. You can't depend on technology. So even though I'm not paid by Comedy Central, you can get a Comedy Central right here. Just tune in. I could have died though that day I dropped that black paint all over my floor. I could have just died. Like, well, I didn't want the carpet in here to start with. We got through it. My wonderful husband, while we were doing our video, he tried to clean it up. So we need to cut this off just a little bit. I know. He's gotten me through more than anybody would even believe. Because I should not be walking the face of the earth. It's only because of God that I am. And things happen the way they happen because that's the way they're supposed to happen. Okay, so there's the flag. Let me move this because I'm going to have everything stuck to everything. So when I mixed up this paint, I also stuck in the paint some jute cording. And all I did was stick it down in and just keep pushing it. And then I took it out and I hung it over my light to dry. Because I want to go around this opening with this. And I did a lot of it because I'm going to twist it as I glue it. I don't see any flashes, Leah, on my side. It says none of you are watching. It says no one's watching me. It says 0. But I see comments. So I'm not getting anything on my side saying that I'm freezing up. So am I freezing for everybody? I mean, I'm not sure what I could do about it, but I hope not. So I'm going to twist this and glue this right around. You see me fine? No? It says no one's watching me. Did I lose you all because of my silliness? Hey, I laugh at myself. If you can't laugh at yourself, something's wrong, right? So I'm twisting this and sticking it in. And this is just a faint hint of red. Okay, Gia, not freezing for you either? Okay. So I guess I should not have plugged my glue tool in as early as I did because this puppy is hot. And I'm just twisting it and sticking it in the glue. I took so much stuff out of this room yesterday to help me move around in here. I have stuff sitting in the bathtub. That's where my lights are that I need. In the bathtub. Hey, no one uses it, so why not use it for storage for a little while? Till I get this room put back together. I have a week before my son gets here. So, and it seems like every time I get the living room and the kitchen all nice again, we go tearing up another room and it gets tore up again. Be happy when this house is done. So some of the work is waiting on our son to get here because he knows how to do it. So we could take some red paint around that to make it darker. So I am putting Spanish moss in the bottom. And I did pull out a bunch of twigs. This new Spanish moss has twigs in it. I mean, not little ones either. Where's that one I pulled out? Look at this thing. That's like a branch. Only me. See, there's another one. And I'm going to glue it in the bottom, and I'm going to set the tea light on the top of here instead of using foam. So it'll just give a little bit more of something to look at. I took a gourd. This is patriotic event I'm in. I took a gourd and we cut a oval out, and I took some real red paint, mixed it with water, and we just did a wash over the whole gourd. And I put some Spanish moss in it and some heavy jute through it to hang it. And I'm going to set a tea light in here. I had this light that I was going to stick in it, but it's way too tall. And I didn't think about holding it up to the... Today's one of those days, Julie. Everything's just falling apart. So then I'm keeping the part that I cut out, because these make really nice ornaments. So I'm keeping that, and I cut it with a cutting wheel on my Dremel. And then I had another Dremel that had a sanding wheel on it, just in case I needed to even that out, but I cut it pretty good this time. So, just a cutting wheel. So I got all kinds of fabrics here. Now I had this mouse. I think I'm going to dress him up in Americana and maybe sit him on the side, because he's too big for inside. What do you think? Should I put him on the side? What do y'all think if I put a scarf and a hat on him? And does anybody like that? Let me put his back arm around it like he's holding it. I think I'm gonna put him on there. So let's dress him. So this was a Christmas ornament. He's got a wired tail. So I'm just going to take a dowel rod and curl his tail. He was a Christmas ornament. He was dressed with skis and a Santa hat and like a sweater scarf around his neck. I pulled it all off. It's barely glued on. I just like pull and it comes off. So we just curled his tail. So I have all kinds of fabrics here in reds, and some of it has stars. So let's take one of the star ones and put that around his neck. And I'm just doing something like a square knot. I really don't know how to make a square knot. I call what I do a square knot. So after Christmas at Walmart, there was 6 of these in a container, and I got them for $1.50. But I haven't used one of them as a Christmas ornament yet because I pulled all their stuff off of them. So this has stars on it. I'm not sure what I used this fabric for, but I wish I could remember. So he had a hanger on the top of his head with that Santa hat, so I need to cover that up. The other ones, the glue just pulled off even. Yeah, thanks, Julie. So even if I heated this glue up, it would not come off. So I need to cover that up a little bit. So let me see what I've got. I've got all kinds of fabrics down here, all strips. So I don't want to cover his ears because I love those big ears he has. Actually, I took him and made a pattern. That's why I bought the first set. But I found in my button box. It's a red button with a white button with blue thread. Go figure. We can put that on his head to cover up that glue spot. Let's take a tiny strip. I had a real tiny one. How much time do I have? I've totally lost track of time and my clock's not working. It's just one of those days. It's a Monday. Julie, my day has just been from the time I woke up bad. Oh, you know, coffee didn't even help me today. So I'm going to put this on top of his head, just a little knotted piece of fabric, and then put those buttons on there. Hi Paula, welcome. This is Creative Crafters Ensemble. This is the patriotic event. I am Jenna with Apple Dolly Creations and I am in Georgia. 10 minutes, thank you Gia. We can wrap this up in 10 minutes, no problem. And I took a gourd. I know, right? I took a gourd and we cut an oval out. I glued some Spanish moss in there. I'm going to put a tea light in it. And I put a hanger and put some jute that I dyed with watered down red paint around it. And we Mod Podged part of an Americana or a flag napkin. And I'm putting a mouse because, you know, mice and gourds go together. I think. I've never grown a gourd, so I always buy them. I keep telling Tony, now that we have this place, I'm going to grow them, and he just looks at me like, oh, Lord. So, let's see how we want you sitting there, buddy. Like that. So, we'll glue his arm. No, he won't sit. I thought he could sit in there and hold the tea light, but he won't sit. So I'll have to make them so they sit. So we'll glue your leg. So this will be able to hang or sit. Our mouse does it making top heavy. So let me put a little bit of glue on his leg. I know, right? Okay, Stella, I'll watch you. Because I'm just figuring this. Oh, that's cute. He's like peeking around the side. Maybe I'll glue him like that. It's like, hey, I'm here. And then we'll fix his tail so it comes out the side. Hi, welcome. This is Creative Crafters Ensemble. Stella from Stellabrations Creations is up next. This is the patriotic event. I am Jenna with Apple Dolly Creations. And if you haven't watched the ladies that's been on, you can go back and watch the replays, because there's been some really great things made today. So I might glue his tail so it stays over the side a little bit. And we'll tie something on the end of his tail. I know, that's perfect. Hi, Barb. I'm doing a gourd. Stay up there. Even my mouse doesn't want to cooperate today. I'm having one of those days, Barb. And my mouse doesn't want to cooperate either. Okay, get stuck over there. Now stand there. Do y'all talk to your crafts like I do? Hot. I am going to make a little flag for him. Hi, Nikki. The mouse was like a last minute thing. Stay there. So, Stella from Stellabrations Creations is up next. Please stay and watch her. Oh no, I just say it out loud, Barb. Most of the time I'm here by myself, so hey, it just sounds like I'm talking to myself. One of these days, Tony's gonna have me committed. So I'm gonna make him a little flag. So, where's that? And I'm just gonna keep working on this. And please go watch Stella because you know she's got something fabulous. Because Stella and her fake bakes are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So Stella, if you're listening, I talk about your fake bakes all the time. Hi, Jody. Took a gourd. This is... Oh, no, you can go back and watch the replays. Go back at the beginning of the day and watch the replays. You haven't missed a thing. You can always get us on replay, no matter if we're in an event or not. So this is Creative Crafters Ensemble. Thank you, Gia. I appreciate it. Thank you for putting up with my craziness today and all the stuff that I just dropped and forgot. And so I might take part of this flag and put, or napkin, and put on there. Stella is amazing. I love what, and she does it just like boom, boom, boom. That's it. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know how she does that because I have tried fake bake and not mine. Oh, this is for cake decorating. It's a turntable. And I just put fabric on it because I painted it so many times. So I just stuck fabric on it. I was thinking my round? What round? Have a wonderful night, everybody.
You got 18 people watching you.
It says I have no people watching me. So have a wonderful night. Hop over and see Stella. Thank you, Gia. I appreciate it. Yep, that's what I did. It's a turntable for cake decorating. God bless.